So, okay. First of all, do y'all see? It's the sunshine for me. Ooh. It's the sun for me. Like, do you see? Okay. So, snow has been, I'm in Maryland. Snow, like, I don't know how to flip the camera around, dude. Whatever. Trust me. It's a lot of snow on the ground, y'all. And it's been here for like a week or so, right? Since the snowstorm. So, and I didn't pre-salt. Don't judge me. It is what it is. What happened, happened. But, okay. Snow is finally melting because, did y'all, but, this full moon in Leo, though. This full moon in Leo, though. Like, I want to just unpack, if we can, if we shall, for a moment. Let's unpack this full moon in Leo. So, I say this because everyone who is feeling this extra boost of confidence, of I know who the fuck I am, and I'm going to walk in that fully and unapologetically, then, and I don't say this with arrogance. I say this with knowing, right? Like, no, like it is what it is. Like, this isn't about I'm cosplaying as in someone else's energy and I'm not really that. I'm not really him. I'm not really her. This full moon, y'all, is bringing and has brought to light the truth of who is who they say they are and who is not. And you will continue, because the spirit realm, understand, the spirit realm operates at a higher frequency than the physical realm. And so things happen in the spirit that, think about the spirit world as the cause. And the physical world is the effect. You understand? So when you think about it from that perspective, you understand that, say hi to Oreo. That's my poopies. So the spiritual realm is the cause. The physical world is the effect. So if you are simply looking at the effect without understanding the cause, you've lost the plot, right? And so what is happening is that we're being brought back to center, the return to center, right? And when I say that, what I mean is this. It is, what is happening is the balance of both the masculine and the feminine energy, the internal and the external realms. That is what is happening. And so as you were seeing that play out, you're seeing that play out. But what is happening has already happened. Does that make sense? So we're talking about this concept of time. And I know that's a total mind fuck, or at least it can be. But what you are seeing is happening in real time, but it's not happening in real time. Do you know what I'm saying? Because real time is spiritual time. Real time is the cause. The effect is the delay. So it's like the effect is the jet lag versus being on the flight. Right? Does that make sense? So what we are seeing is just that. And so people are coming to grips with these realities that have always existed, but that most people were never really aware of. So most people were just generally aware of the physical reality, or what they're seeing on television, what they're seeing on the news or whatever. And the reason is because people have been taught to externalize their power. And the external is the manifested reality based on what has already happened in the unmanifested reality, or the spirit realm. And so once things are done in the spirit, and then they transition and they happen in the physical realm, then people are now catching up to what's already transpired, right? So what you're seeing happening with the change of governance, with the change of money and monetary structure and monetary policy and all of these things has already happened, right? So in the physical reality, people are simply responding, right? It's a reaction to what has already occurred. So this isn't a redo or a replay or a reshuffle of the deck. It simply is people now coming to the grips with, these are the cards that played out. This is how they played out. This is how the deck was dealt when it came to me, right? And this is my response to it. Instead of being the one who actually played the cards. You see what I'm saying? So that's a difference that we're starting to see, is actually who is actually pulling the strings, if you may, behind reality. That's what you're seeing. So as you're seeing the release of the Epstein files and all of these things, you're seeing what has always been at play behind what you're actually seeing in the physical reality coming to light. Does that make sense? So I know that a lot of people will find themselves, when you find this video and you find this information and you're aware of these things, it's like a mind fuck for people, because people didn't know that the spiritual realm was real. And so people been out here playing with the spiritual realm as if it's not real. You understand? But it is real. You hear me? So with that being said, those who are the original keepers of this information, the original divine frequency and blueprint that holds the consciousness that has shifted this realm, guided this realm through this process, hear what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you for all the work that you have done, for everything that you have done to shift the consciousness of the reality. And so what I can best liken it to, that people will be most familiar with, is the Thanos effect, right? Where there is a being or an energy or whatever that comes into reality that literally shifts the trajectory of reality. Some people agree with it. Some people do not. Most people do not, simply because they don't understand it. They don't understand actually what is transpiring, and that there is a bigger reason for what you are seeing that you may not see because you're not seeing. Not seeing, right? But I want you to see. If you are vibrating and resonating on this frequency, I want you to see. I want you to see very clearly. This is why I'm sitting in the sun, because I want it to be a direct and clear representation of what it is that is actually being transmitted through this frequency. And that is absolute clarity. Okay? So over the time, what you're going to see, you're going to see a shift in what has been your ordinary financial structure. You're going to see a shift in human consciousness. You're going to see a shift in the collective, because people are now aware of the fact that they have been harvested for their energy and used for the purpose of creating a reality that would otherwise seek to use them as a battery and a source of power. That they have not, in fact, had the free will that they think they've had, but they've been used as a source and a source of power, right? For those who are aware of what it is that I'm speaking about. Birds. Anyway. Yeah. So I am simply grateful to be able to express this information, but I want to be absolutely clear about what is transpiring. And so as the ice is literally melting outside, what you are seeing is something come alive that has always been. That has always been. But the intention has been to bury it, to suppress it, to freeze it, to stop it, to otherwise prevent it from coming to existence in its full, healed, original form. And that is the feminine energy. And so those who have benefited off the energy of the feminine energy being imbalanced and not in her full power, it is over for you. It has been over for you. And you know that. We know that. But it has been over for you. There is no more time. Time is not on your side. I assure you.